Well, it's been a day of pomp and ceremony in the UK as tens of thousands of people gathered to remember VE Day 80 years ago. The day marked victory in Europe when people across Britain flooded onto the streets to celebrate Nazi Germany's surrender in the Second World War.
The spirit of 1945 returned to London, beginning at Churchill's statue and his speech that marked the end of the war.
Do not yield to violence and tyranny. March straight forward and die, if need be, unconquered.
Even the finest of actors could never match the resonance those words must have had 80 years ago. And a spectacular military parade could never capture how it must have felt when crowds poured into these streets to celebrate the war's end. But 1,300 service personnel certainly put on a show. Marching from a flag-draped cenotaph in Westminster to the Queen Victoria Memorial outside Buckingham Palace. Greeted by the royal household, its most junior members alongside the most senior veterans of the war. And the King standing to salute as the parade passed. Representatives of the Commonwealth joined the ceremony. And for soldiers from a country currently at war in Europe, there was spontaneous applause. For all their finery and glinting armour, the immaculately dressed soldiers on this parade know that the thing that makes it special is the presence of former soldiers, the men and women who can say, "I was there." Just a few hundred remain, among them Bernard Morgan, 100 years old, the youngest RAF sergeant to land in Normandy on D-Day, here speaking to Princess Catherine. Afterwards, 30 war veterans aged 98 to 100 had tea with the King and Queen at Buckingham Palace, where small talk about the euphoria of VE Day came with revelations from the King.
Did you do a conga?
Oh, everything.
Stand up and do congas with my grandmother, round and round the house. Nobody does a conga. Such fun.
It's the first landmark VE Day, where no one on this balcony was there in 1945, waving to the crowds. With each year, there are fewer of us who remember the moment this street became a sea of joy. But still, this spectacular salute to those who fell and those who came back matters. As the living thread to the past thins out, the lessons of the Second World War are no less important. Jason Farrell, Sky News.